Before we begin today's powerful lesson, I want to ask you something. Do you want to grow every day? Do you want to become more confident? Do you want to improve your mindset and your English at the same time? If your answer is yes, then you are in the right place. This channel is not just about motivation, it is about transformation. Here, we learn simple life lessons that can completely change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you live. So, before we begin, take one small step for your growth. Subscribe to this channel because every lesson you listen to is a seed planted in your mind. And if you water that seed daily, your life will slowly transform. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's grow together. Now, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and let's begin today's powerful lesson. Lesson number 11. Learn to say no. Many people struggle with one simple word no. It is a small word, but it carries great power. Some people say yes to everything, yes to extra work, yes to every request, yes to things they don't even want to do. Why? Because they fear disappointing others, they fear rejection, they fear being judged. But here is the truth. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you say no to something important. Your time is limited, your energy is limited, your focus is limited. If you give them to everyone, what remains for your dreams? Imagine you are carrying a bag. At first, it is light, then you keep adding unnecessary things. Slowly, it becomes heavy, hard to carry, stressful. That is what happens when you say yes without thinking. Saying no is not rude, it is responsible. It means you value your time, it means you respect your priorities, it means you understand your limits. Think about learning English. If you want to improve, you must say no to some distractions, no to unnecessary scrolling, no to wasting hours, no to habits that steal your focus. When you protect your time, progress becomes possible. Many successful people are not successful because they say yes to everything. They are successful because they say no to most things. They focus only on what matters. Saying no does not mean you don't care about others. It means you care about your goals too. You can say no politely. You can say, I am sorry, I can't do this right now. I have other priorities. Maybe another time. Confidence grows when you stand by your decisions. If you always try to please everyone, you will lose yourself. Not everyone will understand your no, and that's okay. You are not responsible for everyone's expectations. You are responsible for your own growth. When you say yes to your goals, you must say no to distractions. When you say yes to discipline, you must say no to laziness. When you say yes to health, you must say no to unhealthy habits. Life is about choices. Each yes and each no shapes your future. At first, saying no feels uncomfortable. Your voice may shake, you may feel guilty, but over time it becomes easier and you feel stronger because you are living intentionally. Remember this, you cannot control how others react, but you can control your decisions. Protect your time, protect your energy, protect your peace. Say yes to growth, say yes to learning, say yes to discipline. And when necessary, say no without fear because sometimes the most powerful step forward begins with the simple word no. Lesson number 12. Confidence comes from preparation. Many people want confidence, they want to speak boldly, they want to walk proudly, they want to perform without fear. But they forget one important thing: confidence is not magic, confidence is preparation. Imagine a student going to an exam. If he has not studied, his heart beats fast, his hands sweat, his mind feels blank. That is not lack of talent. That is lack of preparation. Now imagine another student. She revised daily, she practiced questions, she understood the concepts. On exam day, she feels calm. Why? Because preparation removes fear. Fear often comes from uncertainty. When you are not prepared, your mind creates doubt. What if I fail? What if I forget? What if I make a mistake? But when you prepare well, your mind feels ready. Think about speaking English on stage. If you go without practice, you feel nervous. But if you practice your speech again and again, your confidence grows naturally. Not because fear disappears completely, but because you are ready. Athletes train for years for a few minutes of performance. Singers rehearse for hours for one song. Speakers practice repeatedly before giving a speech. Preparation builds belief. When you know you worked hard, you trust yourself. That trust is confidence. Many people wait to feel confident before taking action. But confidence comes after action, after practice, after effort, not before. Preparation also shows respect. It shows respect for your goals. It shows respect for your audience. It shows respect for yourself. When you prepare, you reduce mistakes. When you reduce mistakes, you reduce fear. Confidence grows step by step. Small preparation today creates big courage tomorrow. Think about learning English again. If you read daily, listen daily, practice speaking daily, your mind becomes familiar with the language. Then, when someone talks to you, you respond naturally because you prepared. Confidence is not loud, it is calm, it is steady, it does not shout, I am the best. It quietly says, I am ready. Preparation also builds discipline. It teaches you to plan, it teaches you to focus, it teaches you to respect time. Some people try to escape preparation. They want shortcuts, but shortcuts create weak confidence. Real confidence stands strong because it is built on effort. Even if you feel nervous, if you prepared well, you will perform better than you think. Remember this: preparation does not guarantee perfection, but it guarantees improvement, and improvement builds confidence. So instead of asking, how can I become confident? Ask, how can I prepare better? Study a little more, practice a little more, revise a little more. Because when preparation increases, fear decreases, and when fear decreases, confidence rises. Confidence is not something you wait for, it is something you build through effort, through repetition, through preparation. So, prepare today, and tomorrow you will stand stronger than ever. Lesson number 13: Be kind. It costs nothing. Kindness is simple. It does not require money, it does not require power, it does not require status. Yet, it has the power to change lives. In a world where many people are busy, stressed, and distracted, kindness feels rare. But kindness is powerful. Imagine you are having a bad day. You feel tired, you feel unnoticed, you feel discouraged. Then someone smiles at you, someone says you are doing great, someone listens to you patiently. How do you feel? Lighter, happier, stronger. That is the power of kindness. Small actions create big emotional impact. Kindness can be a smile, a thank you, a helping hand, a few encouraging words. You never know what someone is going through. Some people fight silent battles. They smile outside, they struggle inside. Your kindness may be the light in their dark moment. Kindness is not weakness, it is strength. It takes strength to stay calm when others are rude. It takes strength to forgive when someone hurts you. It takes strength to respond with respect instead of anger. Anyone can react with anger, but not everyone can respond with kindness. Kindness also improves you. When you are kind, your heart feels peaceful. You reduce negativity. You build positive relationships. People remember kind people. They trust them, they respect them, they feel safe around them. Success without kindness feels empty, but success with kindness feels meaningful. Even in learning, kindness matters. Be kind to yourself. When you make mistakes, don't insult yourself. Encourage yourself. Growth requires patience. Kindness toward yourself builds confidence. Kindness toward others builds connection. It creates a positive environment. Imagine a classroom where everyone encourages each other. Learning becomes easier. Imagine a workplace where people respect each other. Work becomes enjoyable. Kindness spreads when you are kind. Others feel inspired to be kind too. It creates a chain reaction. You don't need grand actions. Start small. Hold the door open. Say thank you. Appreciate someone's effort. Listen without interrupting. Even online, choose positive words. Words can hurt deeply, but words can also heal. Choose to heal. Kindness does not mean allowing others to misuse you. You can be kind and still set boundaries. You can be gentle and still be strong. Remember this, being kind never makes you smaller, it makes you greater. In the end, people may forget your achievements, they may forget your status, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So, choose kindness every day in small ways because kindness costs nothing, but its value is priceless. Lesson number 14. Focus on what you can control. Life is full of uncertainty. Weather changes, people change, situations change. And many times things don't go as planned. When something goes wrong, our first reaction is to worry. We think, why did this happen? What if things get worse? This is not fair. But here is a powerful truth, you cannot control everything. And trying to control everything only creates stress. Imagine you are holding a rope tied to a moving train. The train is life. It moves forward no matter what. If you try to stop it, you will only get hurt. But if you learn to adjust your grip, you can move safely with it. There are two types of things in life, things you can control and things you cannot control. You cannot control other people's opinions, the past, the weather, unexpected problems. But you can control your attitude, your effort, your response, your daily habits. That is where your power lies. Many people waste energy complaining about things they cannot change. They blame others, they blame circumstances, they blame luck. But blaming does not improve life, action does. Think about learning English. You cannot control how fast others learn. You cannot control if someone laughs at your mistake. But you can control your practice, you can control your consistency, you can control your mindset. When you focus on what you can control, you feel stronger because you take responsibility. Responsibility gives power. Imagine two students. One says the exam was too hard, it's not my fault. The other says, I will prepare better next time. Who will improve? The one who focuses on what they can control. You cannot control problems, but you can control how you face them. You cannot control failure, but you can control whether you try again. You cannot control criticism, but you can control whether you grow from it. Life becomes lighter when you stop fighting things outside your control. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I do now? That question shifts your focus from helplessness to action. Worrying about the uncontrollable steals your peace. Focusing on the controllable builds your strength. Every day, choose your response carefully. You may not control the storm, but you can control how you sail your boat. You may not control obstacles, but you can control your effort to overcome them. Remember this, your energy is limited. Don't waste it on things you cannot change. Invest it in things you can improve. That is maturity. That is wisdom. When you master your reactions, you master your life. So, the next time life feels unfair, pause, take a deep breath, ask yourself, what is in my control right now? And focus only on that. Because your power does not lie in controlling the world, it lies in controlling yourself. Lesson number 15. Actions speak louder than words. Words are powerful. They can inspire, they can motivate, they can promise. But words alone are not enough. Actions gives meaning to words. Anyone can say, I will work hard, I will change, I will succeed. But only action proves it. Imagine a student who says, I want to score high marks, but he never studies. Will his words bring success? No. Now imagine another student who says little but studies daily. Who will achieve better results? The one who acts. Words create intention, actions create results. People may listen to your words, but they believe your actions. If you say you value health but never exercise, your actions show the truth. If you say you respect time but always arrive late, your actions speak louder. Consistency in action builds trust. In relationships, if someone says, I care about you, but never shows support, those words feel empty. But when someone helps you, stands with you, and supports you silently, their actions feel real. Action builds credibility. It shows discipline. It shows seriousness. Talking about dreams is easy, working for them is hard. Many people love to announce goals. They share plans with excitement, but few follow through with action. Action requires effort, it requires patience, it requires commitment. Think about learning English again. If you say, I want to speak fluently, but never practice speaking, fluency will not come. But if you practice daily, even if you speak imperfectly, your actions will bring progress. Action creates momentum. Once you start, it becomes easier to continue. Words can create temporary motivation, but action creates permanent change. Even small actions matter. Reading one page, practicing one sentence, exercising for 20 minutes. Small action repeated daily is stronger than big promises. Also remember, your actions shape your identity. If you act disciplined, you become disciplined. If you act confident, you become confident. If you act kind, you become kind. You become what you repeatedly do. Sometimes silence combined with action is more powerful than loud speech. You don't need to tell everyone what you are doing. Let your results speak. Let your growth speak. Let your improvement speak. Because in the end, people may forget what you said, but they will remember what you did. So instead of saying, one day I will, start today. Instead of promising change, practice change. Because actions turn dreams into reality. And when your actions match your words, you become unstoppable.